Friday morning on Wisconsin's Morning News. It's Mother's Day weekend, and that brings to us a very special 5Q.
Gotta get to it.
And now, time for the 5Q.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
All right. The 5Q is underway. This is when we ask the panel a series of questions about a specific topic. And then we compare and contrast those answers with an expert. Well, today the topic, of course, is moms and Mother's Day. And again, our experts will be our moms.
Mommy!
Here's who we have. We have Vince's mother, Christine. We have Debbie's mom, Rocky, who, by the way, you will immediately fall in love with. And my own wonderful mother, Nyla. We have taped their answers. We have not heard their answers, or at least our respective sons and daughters haven't. And we will match and see how close we are. So I will pose the question, and the challenge will be for us to see how close we are to what we think our mom would have answered.
So newlywed game
Kinda.
style.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Does that make sense
Yep.
for everybody?
So what did your mom answer to this
Yes,
question?
okay. Why
Your mom.
was Vince named Vince? And Vince, what would you have been called had you been a girl? Why
don't know.
was Vince named Vince?
Don't know what I would have been called if I had been named a girl, so I'd have to pass on that. I know my mom wanted to name me Christopher, and Vincent is my given name, and I believe it's Latin for, like, the conqueror. And my dad was a Latin teacher.
That makes
All
sense.
right.
That totally makes sense.
Christine?
Oh gosh, I think his dad really wanted an Italian name, and I was really afraid that if he was Vince, he'd be called Vinny, because there was some actor on a soap opera at that time that was kind of a scoundrel named Vinny. But in the end, we went with Vince, and it really worked out for him, I think.
Yeah, it did.
Checks out.
All right, so what about the girl name?
I think we were talking about Emily or Emma at that time, and eventually he had a sister 10 years later, and she became Emily.
All right, so
Yeah,
you,
that makes sense.
Everything worked out.
you got the first one. You didn't get the second one, though.
Yeah, no, didn't
So
know that.
half point there?
Yeah, sure.
Is it keeping track
Are we
there?
keeping track?
Greg, oh, no.
You
that's-
guys
scoring game.
All right,
All right.
Debbie.
All right.
Why were you named Debbie?
My godfather's daughter, who is just a cousin, her name is Debbie Diane Lazaga. So, yes, there is another Debbie Lazaga out there. So I think I was named after Debbie.
All right, Rocky?
Well, my husband has a goddaughter whose name is Debbie, and she was his first godchild ever. So, and she's a sweet little girl. She was. Now she's big, but that's why Debbie. And her last name was Lazaga also.
Now she's big.
Yeah, she's big.
All right, what
Yes.
about a boy name? What would your name have been?
I'm thinking, for some reason, Kenny jumps up.
Kenny. Survey says.
Probably Kenny, because my husband loved Kenny Boyer from the Cardinal.
Yeah,
Kenny
so-
Boyer
I
from
don't
the
know, he looked
Cardinals.
up to
Go
him.
figure. Dad.
Well done.
He's a huge Cardinals fan.
Mine is easy. I'm Norwegian. Erik the Red. That's who I'm named after. Nyla.
It was a Norwegian name, and that's why it's spelled with a K, which is the Scandinavian way of spelling Erik.
And I'm pretty certain my girl name would have been Kari. I'm going to go with Kari.
Yes, we did.
And she would have been who?
I believe we had Kate.
Oh, wrong. Shoot.
Oop, oop, oop.
I could have sworn
So
it was
half a
Kari.
point
All right.
for you.
I asked her,
man.
what about Erica? I said, no. Had not thought of that.
All right, number 2 of the 5Q. What is the most memorable gift you've ever given your mother? Debbie, most memorable gift you have ever given your mom. What's she going to say?
The only memorable gift I remember, other than like gift certificate for a restaurant, was I got her a strawberry planter, a planter that had little strawberry things in it because yeah, it was.
All right.
It's fun to eat.
Strawberry planter. Rocky, what is the most memorable gift you ever received from Debbie?
From Debbie. Okay.
Who else, Mom?
She actually gave me a beautiful blouse that I love. I still wear it.
Yeah.
It's pink with a white color, and it's really pretty.
So
I
a
remember
nice
that.
blouse.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
well done.
Did not get the point.
All right, you want to do you? Go
Okay,
ahead.
I can do me. God, I have no idea.
I love this answer.
The one that I have no idea?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, which one was I going to say? Did I tell you? Now I forgot
No.
already? Or you love that I...
No, I love what your mom
get
said.
it,
What your
I
mom
get it.
said.
I used to ask my dad to help me make things, So I think one time I gave, and Dad wasn't around to help me, cut something on the bandsaw or whatever. So I remember, writing her name with a marker on, a piece of wood and giving it to her because Dad wasn't around that day to help.
There is a gift. I received it when they were younger, but I don't know which brother gave it to us. Gave it to me, but it's a square piece of wood, and they had etched on it with a a hot pen, Happy Mom's Day, and I still use it today to put hot stuff on the table. But I don't know if Erik is the one who made it.
Yeah, no, I didn't make it.
You didn't make that one?
No. Mine was just with a marker. So my brother Scott, who's more artistic,
he actually burnt it in?
and she
Okay.
uses it as a hot plate or whatever. So.
Well, you were in the neighborhood.
I think that counts, right?
Okay, Vince.
Back in the days before the internets and whatever, you'd have the infomercials, a half hour long, if you order right now kind of thing. And I got my mom, when I was way too little to barely even dial a phone, I called up and bought her a diamond ring.
All right,
Wow.
let's see.
That one's really easy. So he was pretty young, and he saw an advertisement on TV for a diamond ring. And if you ordered now within the next X number of minutes, you also got the valuable Black Star of India jewel. And
Yes.
this could be sent out to you COD, no payments now, whatever. I think it was something like $50, and he was just a kid back then. So anyway, somehow he ordered it, and the COD arrived with the diamond dinner ring and the Black Star of India, which was like a black grain of.
Yeah, it's so tiny. I remember she talks a little bit more about the size.
It's a raised dinner ring, very elaborate with all kinds of knocked diamonds. And then in the very center, there's a diamond that you would need a magnifying glass to see.
And COD, she had to pay right then.
Well done. Yeah, is that right?
Okay, pay up, lady.
Well done. All right, next one. Okay, Mimosa or Bloody Mary? Which one would she order? Mimosa or Bloody Mary? We back to you, Vince?
Sure. I think my mom would do a mimosa and probably half of one.
A half of a mimosa. What did Christine say?
Oh, I guess the mimosa for me. For him, a Bloody Mary, 100%.
All right, there you go.
Well
I like
done.
that.
Accurate.
Okay, Debs?
It's right up there. Right, they are like neck and neck. But I'm gonna say mimosa and
Okay.
kick myself because she's probably gonna say bloody.
Rocky?
A mimosa. Because it's a little sweeter.
So I asked Rocky, okay, you going to have one on Mother's Day?
I don't, jeepers, I hadn't thought about that.
You will
They're
now.
taking, all the mothers, they're taking us out to have breakfast, but I don't know if that place has mimosa.
Well, we'll
I'll
find
bring
out.
one.
You're
I'll
on the
bring
hook for one. Yep.
The
Remember,
Jeepers.
Deb.
I love the Jeepers there. I got to hear that one more time.
I don't, jeepers, I hadn't thought about that.
Jeepers. Okay, for Nyla, I'm going to say mimosa as well.
Mimosa.
There we go. Boom.
Boom.
I didn't really know if you wanted to follow up on that.
There's no.
Yeah. All right. So
Why-
you were right.
Why do you like a mimosa?
Oh.
Okay, next one. Of the 5Q, it's our mothers are trying to guess what they're going to say. What was your most memorable family vacation, Debbie? What's Rocky going to say?
Okay, I'm going to say that she's going to say when we went to Europe when I was 12. However, there was another camping trip that we were camping at Disney when Elvis died. And we found out when Elvis died. But I'm going to say the Europe one.
All right, Rocky, memorable vacation.
For our 50th anniversary, we took them all to Turks and Caicos. And that was great.
Crap, that's
I
right.
love that place, and it's being that I was born in Cuba, I like the Caribbean.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, all right. So, swing and a miss there for Debbie.
Crud.
My turn. I'm going to also go that way. A 50th anniversary. I'm going to say San Diego, that'll be the memorable vacation because we all went to San Diego. My brothers and our families were all there together. What did Nyla say?
Probably the cruise we took in the Caribbean.
Oh, okay. We did take a cruise. We went to Barbados and St. Thomas.
Yeah, she
Well,
liked that.
it was just the five of us, and we took it because they had each moved on to a different school. Erik was starting junior high. his brother started high school and his older brother started college. It was their first year, and it was between Christmas and New Year's. Or New Year's, it was the week after New Year's.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, good trip.
The worst part of the whole thing was coming back on Sunday night and having to go to school the next day after a trip like that. It was a phenomenal trip otherwise. But coming back was just death.
Brutal.
Okay, most memorable family vacation. Vince, what's Christine going to say?
You said most memorable, not necessarily best. So
Okay.
we drove to Disney World when I was in like second, third grade.
All right, what did Christine say?
Well, I wouldn't call it a favorite, but we did go to Mackinac Island. And that, of course, was a complete dud vacation with a boy who was in middle school. There was nothing to do except ride around on those horse carriages and buy fudge. So, yeah, he was pretty moody on that vacation.
She's off. I would have guessed that because of that. She's off a little bit on her date. I was 15. So, like,
Vince
15-year-old on the family vacation to Mackinac Island, where they take you back in time, back to a time when there was nothing to do.
Literally, there's just fudge shops. Every third building was a fudge shop, and there was just we walked the fort. There's a fort on the island, but that was pretty dull.
All right,
Still that way.
We got to get moving here. Next of our questions of our 5Q, we're asking our moms. Okay, what's Nyla gonna say for her favorite TV mom? Gosh, I don't think she's gonna say this, but I remember us watching the show a lot, the Cosby Show. So I'll say Claire Huxtable. I don't think she'll go with Claire, but that's what I'll say.
Maybe the one that was on Bill Cosby. That's the only family show I can think of right now. I mean, that had a family in it.
The Huxtables.
Yes.
All right, got it.
Yeah, you're right. Nice job.
Right.
There you go.
All right, Debbie, what's Rocky going to say for her favorite TV mom?
I'm hoping she's going to say Samantha Stevens from Bewitched.
All right, Rocky.
Probably the mom from it's then where Fonzie was. Remember that he would be
Happy Days?
Happy Days. That's the lady.
Marion Cottingham.
Why did you like her?
Oh, she was sweet and always smiling, and she didn't yell at them or anything like that.
Goals.
Used to
What
drive
goals?
my mom nuts that the June Cleavers of the world already were so put together and the house was perfectly orderly. So I don't know if she'd say that was her favorite, but she would definitely come to mind.
Okay, what's Mom going to say?
Oh, Leave It to Beaver,
Bingo.
Barbara
There you go.
Billingsley. I mean, with her pearls, and even when she was cleaning the house, she was dressed in heels, and it was just a very happy family.
All right, not bad. All right, let's do one more of our 5Q. Let's get our last question in as we say Happy Mother's Day to our wonderful mothers. All right, the favorite dish that your mom likes to make. What is her favorite dish to make? Who should we have start? Vince, you want to start this
Yeah,
one?
I'll go quick. She's a baker and a great cook, so boy, tough to choose from. I'm going to go Hungarian goulash is the specialty.
Ooh, yum.
Among many.
Hungarian goulash. Christine.
I think the red velvet cake.
Oh, all right. Well,
I
she
found
went
a
baker.
recipe a few years ago, and I think it was the Milwaukee Journal Sunday magazine or something. I wasn't even familiar with velvet, but it looked delicious, and I made it, and we all just loved it.
Everybody loved
It's
it.
ridiculous good.
A little bit more from Christine.
As I'm saying this, I'm wondering if he might say Grandma Ella cheesecake, but we'll stick with the red velvet.
All right, red velvet it is.
I would go red velvet over the Grandma Ella, but
Yeah.
nonetheless, she went baking, not cooking. I would have picked that if we did baking.
All right, Debbie.
I'm going to say arroz con pollo.
All right, Rocky.
Arroz con pollo.
That's my girl.
Rice with chicken.
Bueno.
It has at the end a little bit of beer on it.
Yep.
So that it is not too dry or anything. It's just kind of not soupy, but kind of soft like that. And it's really good because it brings so many good memories.
All right, well done, Debbie. All right, I'm going to say the favorite thing my mom likes to make. It's either pizza or it's spaghetti. I'm going with the spaghetti.
Whoa, that's a toss-up. Probably pie.
She does make a good pie, dang it. And I knew that, too. Actually, my mom's very good at the pie. It comes down from Grandma, too. Grandma was good at the pie making.
Oh, excellent.
Any kind of pie.
Any kind?
Mm-hmm. What kind do you want?
What, like a Dutch apple? How about that?
I do make good apple pie.
I believe it.
All right. That has been the 5Q. I'm sorry, Mom. I should have known the pie one.
Yep.
Dang it.
Well,
I
it
should have
sounds
known
like
that
there's a standing offer here. So
All right.
put the
Yeah.
order
Log
in.
it in.
Put the order
We'll
in.
take it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
has been the 5Q. My thanks to Rocky Lazaga. My thanks to Christine, Vince's mom, and my thanks to Nyla, my most wonderful, beautiful mom. The only one I got, of course, but
Of
it's
course.
my mom. So
Yep.
Great job, Mom.
happy moms.
La la la.